Hey guys, just doing an update on our new queen that we've added to the swarm. I'm Jay, this is Aussie Backyard Harvest. Let's have a quick look inside the hive and see if we can find the queen, and if not, find some eggs. This was a really small swarm that we picked up. I'm actually thinking it may have just been the leftovers because there was no queen. The numbers are still holding up quite well. We put a queen in here almost 2 weeks ago. She took about 4 or 5 days to get out of her cage, so she's probably been loose in the hive for about a week, I'd say. I'm just going to pull a couple of the frames out. They're only working on 2 of the 5 at the moment. Just going to pull them out and see if we can either find the queen or find the eggs. And add a little bit of smoke. We've been feeding them sugar water. By the look of it, they're starting to bring some pollen in. This is all looking like the honey side. Have a quick look for the queen. If any of you guys see the queen, let us know. This side has some pollen on it. Actually, is that her, right? No, I think that's just a drone. Got a nice little section of pollen that they're keeping just in here. Not sure if you can see that underneath. Can't see her on that one. I can't see any eggs either. I'm going to pop that one back in. Actually, there's a small hive beetle. Get rid of them as quickly as we can. Once the bees are established, they can handle small hive beetle. I just push them all to a corner and close them in with propolis, but when the hive's new, I'll do my best to just squish the beetles. We'll be adding the beehive above our chickens, so when the beetles try and get into the hive, they breed in the ground. When they're breeding, the chickens will eat the pupa, and hopefully that will look after the small hive beetle problem. Okay, I can see eggs in the bottom, little baby larvae in the bottom, right in here. I'm not sure if you're going to be able to see it on the camera or not. That's a good sign. Oh yeah, I think you can see that there on the camera. That means that the queen is in here and she's laying. So hopefully the amount of bees that we have are going to be able to look after these until they start hatching. If not, I may have to find some extra nurse bees to get brought in. Just going to see if I can find the queen. Not that it's overly that important now, because I have seen the eggs, so I know she's in there. I can't at the moment, but there's a very good chance that she's on this frame. But I'll pop it back in now anyway, make sure she's not on the end, just in case any of them get squished. And they have actually started the next frame as well, so I'll have a quick look at that one. That one is looking like it's just going to be the honey frame, I think. Just started pulling out that side there. So I'm very happy with how it's going at the moment. As long as I'll keep an eye on the number of bees over the next week or so. But we should be only a couple of weeks away from having new babies. I'm going to close this back up. There's not very many on top, but we'll give them a quick smoke to keep them all down so I don't squish anything. Pop the lid back on. One good thing about making these videos is we'll be able to go back to the last video we did of the bees, keep an idea of the numbers, and it's just a nice way to keep a bit of a journal about them. So now that that's closed up, I'll put the strap back on. We'll come back and do another inspection in another, say, week or so, just to keep an idea of the numbers, make sure that the eggs are getting capped over. And if you'd like to see that, hit the subscribe button. Would really appreciate it. Have a great day.